All right. Good morning once again. My name is Dr. Heidi Uso. I am a boss mom in business, and we decided, I am the leader of the Dynasty Group, and we decided to come up with this episode, with this series of boss moms, because to be honest, it is not easy to be a mother, let alone a boss mom. And one of the definitions we got one of the last two episodes was that, you know, a boss mom is someone who's got it all together. And I can tell you it is not easy to get it all together. But we have some women who have been able to get it all together. And so we have invited these women to share their stories. And maybe you can learn a thing or two on how you too can get it all together. These women are connected by one platform, but I want you to focus on their stories first, and then you can glean from the connective platform. Right, so we have four amazing boss moms who will be speaking with us tonight. They are already here, and we will be inviting them one after the other to speak with us and share their stories. This video is currently being streamed live on Facebook. So those who can watch on Facebook is streamed live to on my Facebook page, AIDEE. Oh, no, sorry, I changed that. It's now Idorenyin Hilary Uso. Sorry. So you can go to the Facebook search for Idorenyin Hilary Uso. You can see that and you can watch from there as well. Okay. So someone was asking for the Facebook link. Junior is right on my page. So you can just go there and you can share from there. So those on Facebook, we are also inviting you to share. Okay. All right. So let's go on. I'm pretty sure we're all excited. Who is excited? We've had 2 previous episodes, by the way, and these episodes are available on our YouTube page, the Dynasty Group. So you can go there and watch the 2 previous episodes. I can tell you it was amazing, literally amazing, mind-blowing stories, right? So we're going to get started. And our first speaker, Adenike, is already waiting for us to share her story. But before I invite her, I just want to see the excitement in the comments. Share something to show us your excitement. Fire, how excited are you to get to hear from the tonight? Let's see the comments. Okay, I'm seeing the fires. I'm seeing the fire emojis. I'm seeing the loudspeakers. Fantastic, fantastic. I see you, Ginia. I would actually want to request that all the boss moms who will be speaking tonight should please unmute their videos so that we can also see your faces while we also talk. Okay. Hello, Adenike. Are you with us? I just hope it's not my network. Ooh.
Good evening, SD.
Hello.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Good evening. Yes, okay. I can hear you. Okay. I want to be sure you're hearing me.
I can. All right.
Oh,
good evening, SD. Good evening, everyone. I'm super excited to be here this evening to share my story about being a boss.
So happy.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you,
awesome.
Ma.
So we're going to get right into it. So I will start by asking the very, very first question. In your definition, in your own words, in your understanding, in your perspective, who is a boss mom?
Oh, okay.
Who do you
For me, a boss mom is a woman who is fulfilled, raising her kids, and also pursuing her passion. You know, a boss mom is a woman who gets the job done, either as a mom, a wife, a career woman, an entrepreneur. The job gets done. You are happily doing the job, raising your kids along the side, and also pursuing your passion. Wow. That is my definition of a boss mom. Thank you, Esther.
Oh, wow. You make it sound very simple, straightforward. Like you're happily pursuing your dreams. Yeah. You're happily raising your home. You're happily, everything happy. Like moms on the call. Like, is it easy to do any of these things happily?
It's actually not
easy. Screaming.
It's actually not
Oh
easy
my
to do.
goodness.
But, pursuing your passion and not just feeling guilty, raising the kids alone, sitting there and raising your kids while your husband goes to work, but you are also pursuing your own passion, your own dream along the side. When you are pursuing your dreams while raising your kids, you feel fulfilled doing that rather than just being that mom at the back raising the kids. Thank you.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. So, based on this, do you really think any woman can be a boss mom? Do you think any woman can be a boss mom?
Well, I believe every woman can be a boss mom. We cannot be a boss mom once we stop feeling guilty about just raising the kids and pursuing our passion alongside, because there is a spark in us that really wants to create an impact in the world. It wants to create an impact in our family and also the society at large. There is this thing in us as a woman, we were born to multitask. So it actually shows us that we can actually be a boss mom while raising our kids, while helping our family grow, and also pursuing our passion. So this spark is in us already. All we need to do is just to fan the flame and see ourselves be a better mom. You can be a boss mom, raising your kids, and be a better mom, also pursuing your dreams and pursuing your passion. Thank you, SD. I hope I'm not a woman with a lot of words, so I hope I'm meeting up with my time. Thank you, man.
No. It's perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's perfect. Yes. I love that you say we have a spark in us, but we have to fan the flame to be a boss mom. So we have a spark. Every woman listening to this right now, there's a spark in you that can enable you happily be a mom and also pursue your passion. But you've got to fan the flame. I'm hoping that by the end of this call, you will find out ways from other boss moms how to fan these flames. I'm actually particularly interested in that as well. So I'd like to ask you, Adenike, one other question. When did you decide to become a boss mom? When did you decide to become a boss mom? And what steps did you take to achieve that? Also share with us, now that you're a boss mom, how it feels, right? So it's a 3-in-1 question. When did you decide to be a boss mom? What were the steps you took, to be a boss mom, and how does it feel? Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, I actually decided to be a boss mom 6 years ago. I was a dependent stay-at-home mom and wife. I was virtually depending on my husband for everything. I couldn't do things on my own. I have to wait for him to come back. And all I kept doing when I got married, I thought maybe I searched for job, the job were not coming. I remember I took a risk. I was 37 weeks pregnant with my first child, and I took a risk to Ibadan to write an examination for job application or something. And my friends were like, how would you go on a trip with a 37-year-old pregnancy? The plane couldn't carry me, and I drove myself down with my husband. My husband wanted me to work anyway. He was always helping me to apply for jobs, and I really wanted to work. I did not want to be a businesswoman, though I grew up with a businesswoman. But I always feel I want to work in the office, go to office with my bag, come back home. I thought that was the life I wanted to live. And unfortunately for me anyway, the jobs did not come. So I was at home, I got married, stayed at home for 6 years, depending on my husband. I couldn't help my mom, couldn't help my siblings, always waiting for my husband, because I was always pitying him that, oh, this man is the one taking care of the home front. I'm not contributing anything. There was nothing in my account, nothing in my name. Zero account in my name. So it's not as if I had anything to depend on. And I started feeling frustrated. I was passing the anger on my husband. Sometimes we'll be discussing. If he says anything, I'll just fire back. And it was not a life that I wanted to live. So in 2016, I relocated back to Lagos. And I told my husband, enough, I'm not doing this again. I'm not cut out for this. I can't stay at home all back in Kaduna for 6 years, come back to Lagos all again and stay at home depending on you. I'm tired of that life. I need to make an impact in my family, in my own extended family, my parents, my siblings, And my husband said, okay, what do you want to do? I said, I want to start a business. Said, but you don't have knowledge of any business. I said, don't worry. Some of my friends are always telling me to get some things for them in Lagos. Let me start with that. And I started off this business in 2016, you know, and the business was not something that was bringing in the daily income. I would sit down in the shop, nothing was coming in and all. So I told my husband one day, I said, I need more. He was like, you are not suffering. What do you need more for? I said, I need more. I don't think I'm doing my best. I'm not doing my best in helping this family. You are still the only one still doing, even while I'm doing that business. My husband was still the only one putting everything on his head. My impact was zero. Even with the business, it was absolutely zero. So I was feeling dejected. I was even into depression. You know, I was like, what kind of life is this? There's no job. The business is not moving. What do I need to do? I need to wake up from my slumber and do something to help this man and also make an impact in my home and my family, my mom and all. So I got connected. I was introduced to a platform that actually changed my life. It actually made me to rediscover my purpose. It turned me to a boss mom, actually. I was not a boss mom when I was in that my business. Let me tell you the facts. I was a boss mom when I joined a platform that made me rediscover myself, that made me my confidence level to grow high, and also made me to be able to do things that I couldn't do. Later, I became a woman with an impact in my home. This morning, my husband was telling me, I want to pay the children's school fees. I have so amount, 98% of the school fees. Are you going to help me with the 2%? Normally, when I was there, my husband would not even ask me, can you do the 2%? Because he knows I don't have anything to do. I was a dependent housewife, you know, I couldn't make an impact and all. You know, I would have felt so terrible this morning if my husband has asked me that question and I was unable to do just 2% of that, you know, to help him with that 2% of the school fees. And I told him, don't worry, I'll fix that. And I knew deep down within him, he would be very happy because even though it's little, but he would really appreciate my effort, you know, of helping out when I'm supposed to help out. Assuming I did not grab the opportunity of the platform I'm now presently, assuming I did not grab the opportunity and run with it, I don't think I would have been able to do it, even despite the fact that I had a business. I wouldn't have been able to do that because this platform, together with my business, has really helped me to know that I'm an helpmate. I need to help out and also make me to know that I am more than enough. I don't need to start depending on my husband for everything. I need to be a boss mom out there, make an impact in my family, make an impact in my children's life, because let me tell you something, our children are watching us. I remember I was raised by my mom's sister, and she was working and also had a business. She was a rich woman. I used to tell myself, I want to be like her. I want to work and also have a business by the side. But I did not want to go through the orders of people owing me, through the orders of going to, from offices to offices to sell things, you know. But I wanted to be like her, but I don't want to put in that effort, which is not possible for me. So when I thought about that, I was like, okay, if business would be my line, if entrepreneurship would help me out, you know, to be financially dependent, let me grab the opportunity and do it. And I can say now I am a super being, a super mom to my kids. I'm a woman of value to my husband, and I'm also making an impact in my generation. And I'm happy for the platform that I partnered with. Thank you so much, SD. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that is amazing. That's amazing. I just like, okay, so you felt empty, you felt incomplete, and you told your husband you've got to do something. So you felt you needed to contribute. And when you started contributing, you know, you started feeling very good. Honestly, a lot of women will tell you that they are always excited when their husbands invite them to contribute to the home, and they are able to also do the contribution. So that's actually very, very touching, very, very touching. And I'm happy that you actually have that story. I saw a comment by a man who said, I'm a man, I'm not a woman. Why am I here? Please, this episode, even though we are sharing with other moms, our stories as moms, it is also relating to single women, because we want single women to also learn to become boss moms before they become moms. And when I the first episode, when I shared my story, I mentioned that being a mother is not just about having a biological child. Being a mother is about having a responsibility. So when you're building a home, you could be building your parents' home, you have a responsibility. You could have dependent relatives, you have a responsibility. So you don't have to actually have your biological child to be a mom. Right. And then for all the men who are here, you are here to learn something for your sisters, for your wives, or in the future wives, for your existing wives, for your girlfriends, for all the women in your life. You need to hear how other women are doing it. You need to hear how other men are supporting the boss moms. And also you can support your wives, your sisters, your mothers. You can share and say, you know what, if there is any woman, that needs to hear this, you should be the person. Because you know what, as a man, when you are sharing the story of a boss mom to another woman, some of those women may pay more attention than when women share their stories. So we invite every gender, every marital status, please stay with us. We want you to learn as well. Okay. All right, Adanika, thank you so much for that. I want to ask one last question.
All right, ma'am.
What does the future hold for you as a boss mom? What are your dreams? And what do you have to tell other women out there who also are at that point where you were, the point where you decided to be a boss mom, or who have not even thought about becoming a boss mom? What do you have advice for them? Share with us first what the future holds for you, and then can we know the advice you have for women out there who are not yet boss moms? Please share with us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, SD. Okay, I see my future being a great one where I have a greater impact than this, with my husband, where there will be a time when we can both share bills. The bills is not only meant for the men. We believe in our world that it's only the men that has the, what do I call it now, to carry all the bills in the house. But it's satisfactory. It's always satisfactory when you can just tell your husband that, oh, for that I'll pay the bills. I'll pay the bills. I want to see myself at that stage where my children, I don't need to start telling them that, wait for daddy to buy that for you, no matter how expensive that thing is. I want to be able to do it, for my children. There was a day my daughter was telling me that, mommy used to say that she does not have money. She's always saying she does not have money. It got to me, and I was like, I don't want this kind of life. I want a life where my daughter can actually say, Mom, I need this. And I'm not saying that is everything they want that we should do for them, but there are some things that our children need. We know that they need, and it would actually help them maybe academically, socially, amongst their friends, that we actually need to do to them. So I want a future where I'll be able to buy things without saying, oh, I remember myself, I couldn't buy a top that is 10,000 naira. I couldn't. I'll be like, 10,000. I can't buy it though. It's too expensive, I can't buy a gown for 25,000 naira. But now I can close my eyes and say, oh, this, I love it. I'm going to get it for myself. So I want a future where I don't need to price things, price down on things before I get them. I want to be able to do things that will please me and make me happy and make me a better mom and a better wife, that my children, my husband, my family can actually look up to me and be proud of who I am. And if you are still a mom here and you are still struggling of being a boss mom, let me tell you this night that you can be a boss mom. Once you take the bull by the horn, once you determine to stop feeling guilty, don't make your children your excuse. We all have excuses in this world to relax and rely on our husband. My husband works in a good place, but I don't want to be that wife that will just rely on him entirely all my life. I can't do anything until God brings the money. Our life does not have to be like that. We need to start doing things that will please us, pursue our passion. There's a moment that I was talking with one of my aunts today, and she said, we were talking about boss mom. I called her, she's in the US. She said she spent 12 years serving a bank, being a servant to a bank, and nothing came out of it. Her gratuity is still hanging. in that bank. She's here. I believe she's here hearing me in this moment. So we don't need that kind of life again. We need to step out of our comfort zone. We need to start doing something that will make us a woman of value and also have a voice. Because if you're not a boss mom, you don't have a voice. You need to make your voice audible. Let them hear it, scream it out loud, and let the whole world make an impact to your world and the society at large. Thank you, SD. I'm so happy for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Adenike. Thank you so much. How many people here were impacted by that? How many of you connected to what Adenike said? I want you to drop an emoji, drop your favorite emoji if you connected to Adenike's message this evening. Do you like being such a boss mom? Do you like her boss mom? All right. So these are the emojis coming up. Even on Facebook, some emojis are coming up as well. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Adenike. We'll be right back. We will be right back. Our next boss mom, it's Genia. Genia, I hope you're ready for us. You are going to be our next boss mom. Hopefully you're ready to also share with us. We would like to hear from you. Hello, Genia. Good morning and welcome to this episode of The Boss Moms. We're not hearing you and we're not seeing you. Maybe you need to unmute yourself. Are you there? Okay,
sorry.
good.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes. We're hearing you very well.
Okay. So good morning, SD. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, my SD, for having me on this episode of Boss Moms in Business. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here, to be able to share my story.
Oh, I'm
Thank
so happy
you.
to have you. You don't know this, but I'm very excited. So welcome, Genia. So we're going to get started, all right? So we'll ask you a few questions.
Thank you.
And with the audience, we really want to know as well. Can you please share with us, in your own understanding, who do you think is qualified to be called a boss mom? Who is a boss mom? Yeah.
Okay. A boss mom, in my own opinion, is a mom who, is living a very fulfilled life, both as a mother to her children, as a wife to her husband, as a daughter to her parents, if the parents are still there, and then just generally adding value to everyone, each and everyone who comes in contact with her anyway, one way or the other. That's who a boss mom is.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is a very different definition and I love it. So a boss mom is somebody who is adding value to the lives of everyone around her, and also it's living a fulfilled life. Yeah. Amazing. I think that's a very fantastic one. Thank you so much. Thank you. So from that definition, literally, how many women do you think can actually become boss moms?
Well, in my opinion, every woman can actually be a boss mom. Women, by the way we are created, we are wired in a very special way. Women are created specially. In fact, right from girlhood, let me just put it that the female gender were created specially. And yes, everyone can actually be a boss mom. Like Les Brown always says, there's the big in you. That big exists in every woman. It's just rather unfortunate that a number of women have decided to just let it lie, cold and docile. But the fact remains that it's there in every woman. It is there in fact, in every girl, in every woman. Okay, but since we're talking about moms here, it's in every woman. We just need to fan the flame, into a very big fire. But yes, it's there in every woman. So every woman can actually become a boss mom, yes.
Wow, okay. So every female was born to be a boss mom. Many of us might live our lives and never fulfill that. So that you're telling me that there's something that we have to do at some point in our life to activate that boss mom nature. There's something you have to do to activate it at some point. But you don't you don't naturally slide to becoming a boss mom. You must
No, you
do
need
something
to
to
do.
activate
You need
it,
to do. Yes, you
basically.
need to do something. Yes.
To do something. All right, thank you very much. All right, so let's now hear your story. When did you decide to be a boss mom? And what was that thing you did to activate it to become a boss mom? So when did you decide to be a boss mom, and what did you do to activate that boss mom in you?
Okay, I'm going to go way, way back. You know, my mom raised me, and my mom is a boss mom, like 1000%. I give it to her. My mom raised me single-handedly. So growing up, right from when I was very little, seeing my mom do things the way she did them, I already told myself I had to be, well, maybe not boss mom, because maybe I didn't know that phrase then, but I told myself I need to be a strong woman, just like my mom. You know, my mom is someone that doesn't depend on anybody. She wants to do something, she goes all out to do it. She doesn't wait for anybody, you know, to do anything for her. So that was a very big inspiration to me growing up. So I already told myself I had to be a strong woman. Okay, I got married when I got married, had my kids. And of course, we know the Nigeria we live in, no jobs anywhere. I was just there, excuse me. And it was always Mr. Husband Man, you know, footing the bills and all of that. I wasn't happy living that kind of life. But even at that time, I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know how to go about it. Somewhere along the line, I was fortunate enough to get a job, and I started doing that job. And, you know, that fulfillment that I could actually contribute something to the home started creeping in, even though what I was contributing was kind of small. But the fact that I was contributing, you know, gave me that feeling of fulfillment. But then it wasn't really 100%, because there were things, for example, my kids would need and I couldn't do for them. That didn't make me happy. So I just decided I had to take it up a notch. I had to I'm sorry. So, hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. There was a bit of an interruption.
Oh, my network.
Hello?
Hello? Okay,
Yes,
can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my network threw me out. Sorry about that. Network is not so strong. Yeah, it's raining here. Okay, so I decided I had to do more, because of course, to be more, you need to do more. So I decided to take it up a notch. And that led me into, you know, the world of business. Business that I had never done before, but because I needed, you know, to become more, I had to do things I had never done before. Now, my the thinking was I needed to do anything legit, you know, to get more income, to be able to do things, especially for my children. In fact, they are my driving force. I just told myself I had to be there for them. I had to do things for them. Like my kids can actually need whatever, and instead of going to their dad, they'll come and like, mommy, I want this, I want this. My daughter, my first daughter, she actually calls me boss lady. That's what she calls me. And I, whenever she says, yeah, that's what she, if you check her phone, that's even what she used to save my number. And whenever she calls me that, I'm happy, because yes, there is a reason behind why she calls me that. She has seen things, you know, that makes her feel, okay, my mom qualifies to be called a boss lady. Yeah. So yes, I decided to go into business. I decided to step out of my comfort zone, because of course, nothing grows in your comfort zone. I needed to step out. I needed to step out. And I did step out. And, you know, when I stepped out of my comfort zone and things began to happen, that sense of fulfillment came like 100%. And even though maybe I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm no longer where I used to be. Like now, my kids can actually, mommy, I want this. And without batting an eyelid, as long as it's justifiable, I will do it for them even before daddy comes home. Now, I want to just quickly share a short experience, an experience I had that really made me tell myself there was no going back, there was no of becoming a boss mom. In 2000, I took my children on a vacation to Kenya and Dubai. Now that vacation was, I paid the bills, like it was on me. Now, when we were on the flight from Kenya to Dubai, my last daughter, she was around 7 then. Surprisingly, she didn't sleep at all throughout the flight. And I was wondering, she was so excited. She was sitting next to me. She was on a window seat. So as we were descending into Dubai airport, I tapped her and told her to look through the window. It was at night. So, all the lights and everything beautiful. She looked through the window. Then she turned to me and she said, "Mommy, you are the best mommy in the whole world." That statement, gave me goosebumps. And I told myself, man, I had to be there for my girls. I had to take it to boss mom raised to power 10, to be able to give them what they really want. So that fueled my passion. That made me work extra hard. And I thank God I'm giving it to them. Now, when I was talking about who is a boss mom, I also mentioned being there for your parents, adding value to your parents. Over the weekend, my mom turned 70, and we had a party for her. Dr. Ide, I mentioned it to you. We had a party for her, and my mom was over the moon. Like, it wasn't the kind of Obi Kubana's kind of party, but you could see the excitement all over her. She was so happy. And she just continued like, "Ginia, God will bless you." The prayers kept flowing. And to think that I didn't have to maybe take a loan from cooperative, I didn't have to borrow money. Yeah, it was within the limit of my means, but it meant so much to her. And it gives me so much fulfillment knowing that I'm able to do such for people around me. Yes, so that also fuels it for me to make me continue to do what I do and even do more to keep maintaining that status of being a boss mom. Yes, that's it for me.
Wow. Once again, happy birthday to your mom, and congratulations, honestly. It's really fantastic being able to, some of us, we've just been saying mom, and we completely forget that impact on our parents. And I'm so happy you brought it to bear. Someone even said while you were sharing the story that she's having goosebumps. Honestly, it is amazing when you want to do something for your parents, for your siblings, for your family members, and you have the means to do that. You understand? And I mean, you, just like the first speaker, you had no experience in business, but you just knew that you had to move. You had to learn it for you to be able to do this. And today, everyone around you, your children are super proud. I mean, your mom is, it's an amazing feeling. I can just imagine how fulfilled you are right now. So thank you so much. Thank you. Let me also ask you, what does the future really hold for you as a boss mom? What are your future, what does the future look like? Yes, please.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not where I want to be yet. Now, the future I see is one that is very beautiful, is one that I can actually do what I want, when I want, without being a pain in anybody's neck. Do what I want when I want it without being a pain in anybody's neck. Now, let me quickly just share this. Then when I wasn't working, I had this neighbor, young couple, you know. Something happened one day that made me say, in this life, I must make my own money. This lady went to the market. When she got back, she had some change. She had some change left, and she dropped on the dining table. Her husband got back from work, got in, saw that money and took it, put in his pocket. So she went, no, that's my money. And the guy turned to her and said, where are you working that you are saying is your money? Every money in this house belongs to me.
Oh
gosh, I felt heartbroken on her behalf. I felt heartbroken on her behalf. I'm like, he said, yes, now you are not working. So every money in this house belongs to me. Then I told myself, no, I have to, you know, buckle up. Yes, you know, and the future I really look up, I see is one that, for example, in my home, my husband could just call and, hey, hello, do ABC, you know, I'm not around, BBBB needs to be done. And he's calling because he knows I am capable. He's calling, do this, because he knows, okay, even when he's not there at the moment, I can actually handle things. That's the future I look up to. A future where I can even say, Uncle, yeah, we are traveling to so and so. And maybe Uncle will be thinking, school fees loading. I say, guys, leave that thing now. Let's go and enjoy first. School fees, we have it covered already. You know, that's kind of fulfillment. And see, Dr. Heidi, that kind of thing makes you live longer. It increases your lifespan. It reduces hypertension. It reduces stress. Makes you look younger. You know, all those wrinkles will not be there. So that's the kind of future I really look up to. A future where, you know, I can give my children whatever they want without having to press calculator to check, you know, that kind of future, yes.
Okay, I love that. Thank you so much. Honestly, so much, I want to believe that's the future of every woman. Again, I can see Young John says, I wish all ladies could hear your story. So you just to let you know that you have impacted somebody. We have one more question for you, but we will ask that question at the end. We will also want to know what you feel, what you want to advise the other women. But let's go to our third person first. You know, Shulamite says, I concur, you will have peace and serenity, and I agree, you know. So if you felt Genia, please drop your favorite emoji for her. If you connected to her story, if there's something that stood up for you, if she has given you grounds to make a fresh decision in life about something, please drop your favorite emoji. Okay, the emojis are dropping. Beautiful. People, we are seeing claps. Well done. Well, someone is calling you Genia the genial, the genius, the genius. Someone,
thank you so much.
My husband calls me the ATM. Thank you, Genia. Thank you for sharing your story.
So much. Thank you, Dr. Heidi.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have, well, I'm supposed to have a co-host for tonight, but she was unavailable. However, she is here now. And so I will just be inviting her to join us, while I also invite the third speaker. Amaka, are you available now? I hope you're ready for us, Amaka. If you are ready for us, let's hear you. You can unmute yourself and say hello to everybody before we ask you questions. You can unmute yourself. Everyone. Oh, it looks like our
they just took the line.
Amaka.
Good evening, everyone.
It's okay. We are used to it. We're not interested in the light, we're interested in the story. So sorry about that. It's okay. It's okay. I believe we can hear you. We can see you very well. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So we're going to go straight into it. Thank you so much, Amaka, for choosing to join us. We are honored to have you. So we want to ask you, dear Boss Mom, to share your story with us. But before that, please tell me, who do you think is a boss mom? Like, what are the things that really describe a boss mom? The actions, the characteristics, what is your definition of a boss mom?
Okay, ma. Thank God. A boss mom is that mom, is a manager, is a director, is a controller.
A boss mom
is that mom that is in charge of all her affairs. Is that mom that is an authority figure. Is that mom that takes important responsibility. A boss mom also is that mom that gets life done. A boss mom also is that mom that happily embraces new opportunities and says no when necessary. A boss mom is that mom that designs the life she loves. She confidently and independently takes charge of her life. In all, a boss mom is that mom that knows the beauty in balance. So that is who a boss mom is.
Wow.
That mom that balances all aspects of her life.
Wow. Okay, I think this is like topping it. I love the conclusion. A boss mom knows the beauty in balance. Vanessa says, very correct. That is the definition of a boss mom. Amaka, you are finishers. Knows the beauty in balance. Balance, like, okay, like seriously. I'm loving it. Look at the comments. People are screaming. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for that definition. So my question now is, can we all be boss moms? Can everybody be a boss mom? Can we all be boss moms? What do you think?
Yes, everybody can, but unfortunately, not everybody will. Because,
oh wow,
like other speakers have already said, we are born without willpower. Every woman has that willpower to be a boss mom. But like I said, unfortunately, not every woman will be a boss mom. If you don't believe in yourself, that is number one or number one that will actually make. If you don't believe in yourself, you can never be a boss mom.
Yeah.
So if any man that does not believe in herself will never be a boss mom.
Okay. So we can all be boss moms, but only those who actually believe in themselves, or that will eventually be boss moms. We can, but for you to become a boss mom, you need to add that iota of belief that you can actually be a boss mom. And I love that angle because I know a lot of people don't even believe they can be boss moms. Some will tell you easy. Nobody said it was easy. We're just saying that you've got to believe that you can do it. So you have to believe that you can do it. And then like the other two ladies said, you fan the flames. Believe first that you can do it and then fan the flames and you can believe one. So I think I'm going to just merge it. Like you need to believe first that you can be a boss mom and then you fan the flames and become a boss mom. Thank you so much, Amaka, for that. Mrs. Murphy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Doc. Good morning, everyone.
All right, so that's
okay.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
So you can go on. You can take it from there.
I'm fine. Okay. You're looking so sweet.
Thank you. So are you. I love your royal purple. You had to show us that you're a queen boss mom, and your definition was beautiful. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yes.
The next question for you is, when did you decide to become a boss mom?
Okay, I have been a boss mom, but I have never struck the balance. I have been there, here. Being raised by a mom that grew up with a polygamous family, she was everywhere, just to make sure that we, our children, do not lack. So I learned that from her. So that was why I've been there. I was everywhere. There, I was working, I was doing my business, I was just doing a lot of things. But some aspect of my life was actually suffering. I couldn't strike the balance. I was working, I was doing my business, my family was actually suffering. The financial aspect of it wasn't there. I was still dependent on my husband, even as I hustle and do all sorts of things. But fast back to 2019, when I finally said, no, I have seen a platform that will actually help me strike the balance. Because for you to be a boss mom, all aspects of your life must be balanced. Yes. You must be in control. You must be in charge all around. So fast to 2019, while I was still working, I got into this platform without knowing anything about it. Honestly, I've not even heard of it. Even the toothpaste that is everywhere, I have never seen it. But just because I am that person that is everywhere, just say this place is working, you will see me there. I just joined. I was still doing it, learning about it, still doing my work. Then I got married. I gave birth to my first child, who started going to daycare when he was 2 months old. It wasn't easy for me, but just because I just want to get money, I don't want to depend solely on my husband. But the money wasn't forthcoming. But that confidence to say enough is enough, let me quit, was not there for me. Because I was just overthinking, how would the future be? How will I get home? Okay, I'm working, but nothing is comfort. Then what will happen when I finally say, okay, let me stop? I just continued. Coming back by 9 p.m., my child has gone to bed. In the morning, I'm out. Everything was just, in fact, I was running helter-skelter. But when I finally got this platform, still I didn't leave. But you know, this, our God is an awesome God. And I used to say that this platform is a prayer answered. I have been praying to God. I want a change. I want a breakthrough. But still, I never knew that this platform is actually will be the breakthrough and the prayer answered. So I was still doing the work, but to quit was easy. When I got the platform and something else happened, I was doing the work. I now took in again. The work was studious. I was still doing it. But what made me leave the work, I lost the second pregnancy. It was now done on me that, oh girl, you need to look for something else for yourself. And that was actually what made me anger. I will call it me anger because it was something else. When I went to the hospital, I went for evacuation. I came back. The hospital, the doctor said, oh, just you have to rest. I said, no, why am I resting in? When I was asking for permission to rest because I was having issue with the pregnancy, the management could not give me the permission. So they were like, you have given birth. Now, is this another? Is this Jesus Christ? Why is this? Why that? So I said, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to go to work. I came back from the hospital around 8 p.m. that day. The following morning, my husband was like, don't. I said, what? I must go to work. Oh, share that work. Let's be working it. But when I got to the place, in the afternoon, I started feeling dizzy. And I asked somebody to get me a seat. When the girl was coming with the seat, my who asked you to bring the seat? She said, it's Mrs. Amaka. I burst through the seat away. She should stand up. Is she the first girl pregnant? I was mad. I couldn't even remember that he was my boss. I finished in the production hall. I said, what is this? He said, hey, you guys, I'm even going. I'm interested. I don't want to work again. Because they bet that's, I don't know, maybe that is the end of our life. I just walked to the office, picked my bag, I left. As I was, others were like, oh, don't go now. Will we be there? I don't care. I've even had that platform that will help me out. Let me go and face this long reach, for crying out loud. I left the office. They were like, come back. It shouldn't be like that. The following day I came to work, they gave me suspension notice without pay. I took my bag. I left again. I just got back home that day with that suspension letter. On my way, I called my husband. It's like you're on your way. Are you going for training or what? I said, oh, guy, I'm not working again. I'm going home. What happened? When you come back, I will gist you. I got back home. I sat down. I wrote down my resignation letter. I called my upline. I told her. She said, what is your decision? I said, I don't want to work again. Say, fine. Your decision is your decision. If you know you don't want to work again, I didn't want to tell you to stop. That decision is yours. Then let's work together. So after the 1 week suspension, I resumed work with my resignation letter. I didn't meet my boss. I just went straight to the HR's office. This is my letter. I'm done. She said, oh, you have to give us 1 month notice. I said, no wahala. I gave them 1 month notice. January 31st, 2020, I just carried my bag. My boss was like, what is that? Let's increase your pay. Don't bother. I don't need the pay. I have a platform that will give me what I want. Say, which platform is? I said, don't worry. I've worked for you for 6 years. Let me do Long Reach for 6 years. We will compare. After 6 years and I want to make it in Long Reach, Oga, you give me back to your office. He said, okay, let's watch out. And that's how I resigned. I resigned based on I have something that will give me, that will help me strike balance. And now I am balanced because my home is not suffering, the money is not suffering, I am financially independent. I have my money, I do things myself. I even, in fact, I become the manager of the home that I couldn't do, things I couldn't do when I was even working. When I was working, my husband used to make jest of it. He'd be like, every day when you come back from your work, your son can't even come and say, mommy, what did you buy for me? Because I don't even have the money to buy. Once his daddy comes by, he will just run, daddy, what did you buy? I was just like, imagine, no, I can't even buy something my son. But now I was happy last week, even when he was with his dad outside, say, mommy, come and buy ice cream for me. I say, come, my son, your mommy is good to your mom is good to go. What do you want? How much ice cream? I can pay for them. My husband was just like, I said, but that is it. I am happy. And last year, one of my sister-in-law said, our wife, oh, I need a laptop. I said, laptop, how much? I sent money. Last month, she was complaining of eye problem. I just did my PV maintenance order with berry oil, transferred it to Enugu. She went there and picked it up. And then in fact, I've become the best among all the wives in my husband's family because I am, in fact, I'm top of the game. I am on top of the game. I am in charge. I'm in control. They don't call their brother without first of all calling Iyawo to tell Iyawo, see, that I want this, I want that, because they know that once their brother cannot do it, I am capable, I am able, and do it for them. So that's me.
Wow. See, honestly, at the beginning, you told me I was looking fine. You're not allowed to make me cry. I did not come here to cry. See me fighting tears, see goosebumps. There is no AC on here and I'm cold. Like, I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, first of all, sorry for your loss. And as we say, everything happens for you.
I've gotten another one. I gave birth this January. I got another one.
You see,
wow, congratulations.
Code this time around. So we thank God for that, you know, and it just goes to show what being a value-added wife, you know, means. Now, you've already answered the part of the next question. So I'm just going to ask you, what future do you see for yourself as a boss mom?
Wow, the future for myself. The future is up there. I wish to tell my husband, you see the house we are planning to build, don't worry, Launch will build the house for us. Don't just keep your money, because I know a weekly alert will get us that house in just 1 year. Don't worry yourself. The future I have here is that future that I'm living gradually. Being there for my family, being there for my children, being able to give my children a life of choice. I used to tell people that I want my children to eat rice, not because it's rice that is available. I want them to eat rice just because that is what they want to eat. And this platform is gradually giving me that life. It's actually making me to achieve that, to be there. This last week, they did end of year party. I went. I was fully represented. If I'm coming to pick, Dallas mom. That is the life I want to live, imparting life. Someone sent me a voice note yesterday telling me that her husband called her that Long Reach paid him, but because the man did not know that wife registered. He said, Auntie Amaka, in fact, I'm blessed knowing you. I said, God, even if for this, I am fulfilled. I love to impart life. I used to, when I was in secondary school, that I want to be a channel of blessing. And you see me here, gradually I'm becoming a channel of blessing to so many. And I will continue to do that with this platform.
Wow, I am so happy. And honestly, the Dynasty team is going to find you because I never knew you had such power, energy, and all, to speak. So please, Doc, permission, and I'm going to send my account number. We'll find her. Okay. So now you know what I love about what you said. Only a boss mom can say. Okay, we will not find her, but we'll discuss in camera, Doc. Okay, there is something you said. Only a boss mom can say, when we want to build our house. Many women will say, when are you building the house? When you want to build the house. But now you said, when we want to build the house, because you know that you are going to be part of the process. So I celebrate you, and trust me, your next 6 years, you told them 6 years, give them 4 years, give them 3 years. They will be amazed. They will be amazed. So thank you so much. The last question will be asked at the tail end of this session. So, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. So we would like to call on the next speaker. Her name is Oma. Oma means beauty, but I call her Beautiful Oma. I don't know, are you online?
Yes, I am.
Please,
yes, I am.
Let's see your video.
I hope your video is on. You guys can see why I call her Beautiful Oma. And seriously, on my phone, I saved your number as Beautiful Oma because you're so beautiful. So now, can you define a boss mom for us? You're welcome.
Yeah.
Who is a boss mom?
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Murphy. Thank you, Dr. Heidi, for the opportunity to talk to everyone this night. Okay, so by my own definition, a boss mom is that mom that tries to understand how to balance children, okay, her babies, the family, and her business without allowing anyone to suffer. Yes, it actually takes a lot, but you need to strike a balance for the three without allowing anyone to suffer, because as a boss mom, as a mom, the three of them needs your attention. Thank you.
Awesome. So at least from your definition, we're still getting the same word, balance. It's all about the balance, because if the home is suffering or the business is suffering, then you've not really gotten that title of the boss mom. You're doing well, but you've not gotten that title just yet.
Yeah. Allow it.
So
thank you.
Yes, thank you for your definition. Now, can everyone be a boss mom? Can every woman be a boss mom?
Oh, okay. So can everyone be a boss mom? Everyone can wish to be a boss mom, but by the end of the day, not everyone is a boss mom. Yeah, can wish it, but the truth is, most moms don't like going out of our comfort zone. Okay, and a lot of moms, they try to, they'll tell themselves, okay, I want to be a boss, to portray. Are you ready to embrace that, which, should make you a boss mom? No. So everyone can actually be a boss mom, but not everyone is a boss mom. Do you understand? So boss mom is something everyone wishes to be, but by the end of the day, it's not everyone that is a boss mom. Because most times you see a lot of people, they are being carried away. Oh, come and do this business. Oma, I'm pregnant. I just had my baby. But they forgot that Oma joined her business. Oma has been shuttling between a 7 to 4 job with business, with Longbridge business and her clothing business. And Oma, her kids are still less than 8 years. So come on. So what's your excuse? Oma was busy chatting with her team members while she was in labor trying to have her son. Do you understand? But some people will tell you, oh, I just had CS, I cannot come down from the bed. So these are the people that are wishing to be a boss mom, but they are not actually a boss mom.
So in other words, because your definition was, nothing is suffering. So meaning you've been able to overcome excuses. Where people look at excuses, you give reasons. why you should do this. So we celebrate you, boss mom. So my next question is, when did you decide to become a boss mom? Or have you always been a boss mom?
Okay, so is a lot of people, I will try to tell people a little about myself, because most times when you see Oma, you see this kind of pretty girl, that girl that, oh, she's already made and, everything is fine with her. I had my ups and downs when I started the whole marriage journey. Okay, it wasn't an easy one. Okay, but after the first phase of my marriage that failed, okay, and I got married to my husband. So a lot of people don't know that. I can see the way you're just shining your eyes. So I actually told myself that, yeah, I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to feel for me, but this is a true life story of who Oma is. I'm a strong woman. I'm this kind of person I want to encourage every woman out there. Okay, so that's why I decided to be on this call. So I don't want to paint it what is not. Okay, so a lot of people, it's possible they've had issue of maybe possibly failed marriage. And okay, they felt, okay, it's not, that's the end of my life, okay? But because of who I molded myself to be, who I told myself I will be, of course, my husband, my young charming husband, still the husband that God actually kept for me, not the other born throwaway one, okay? So my husband actually came for me, despite the fact that Oma was once married. Oma was, I had my traditional wedding done. I had my white wedding done. I had my court wedding done. But my husband still came for me. Of course, there was no child. There was no issues. Do you understand? So my husband still came for me. I can say, please, woman, don't cry here.
I won't cry, I promise.
Please, I don't want you to cry.
Don't cry.
So, but my husband still. So at that point, that was when I told myself, Oma, I need to be that strong woman. I need to be that boss mom. Of course, I was working. I was working when I had issues with my ex, but I still moved on. I've always worked. I've been working with an oil and gas for 11 years. Okay, so, but when I got married to my husband, I told myself, no, this is Africa. You guys know what. But I told my husband, for you to take that bold step to marry someone that was married before, a lot of people like, those kind of feeling like, so, but I told him, for you to take that step, you are not going to regret it. I know myself. I know I'm a very hardworking person. It wasn't my fault that the other marriage failed, but you're not going to regret getting married to Oma. That was the moment I told myself I'm going to be a boss mom. I'm going to be that person that my in-laws, they are going to reach out to me before they take any decision. Not that in a bossy way, but a resourceful person. My husband will always reach out to me. People around my husband will always want to reach out to me because they want to talk to Oma before they take any decision. And it's been an awesome journey because I'm enjoying it. And, this is my word to every lady out there. You may have had a failed marriage. You may have had a failed relationship. That should be the reason why you should sit up. So being a boss mom was a decision I took 7 years ago. Of course, I've had my business. I've had my 7 to 4 job, but I told myself, Oma is going to be this lady that when people look up to her, the whole world will sit up. So I took that decision 7 years ago. It has been an awesome journey.
So the summary of this is that love made you a boss mom. because when you met the man of your dreams, I am even confused. No, when she met the man of her dreams, she promised he wasn't going to regret it. So love made her a boss mom. See, everybody has their own story. Some people, lack of love made them a boss mom. Some love made them a boss mom. It's fine. It's fine by us. That is why it is your story, and your story is unique to you. But I am very sure that a lot of women can relate to this. so many women would hide the fact that probably they were in a marriage that did not work. And honestly, it was in those days when we were growing up that if you hear someone is a divorcee, that you would create a certain stereotype, you know. But now, if it's not working, better live with your bags than live in a body bag. And that is what we say. Your life matters.
Yeah.
So we celebrate you. Well done. Now we want to hear the story of how the boss mom, apart from the love now, what process, what were the steps to becoming the boss mom, and how has it been for you so far?
Okay, so the steps for me is a personal decision. Okay, I took 7 years ago, and it's been an awesome journey, you know. And of course, I work on a well-paid job. Okay, but joining, I've done networking for 7 years, but for me, that's not really networking. It's an Ajebo Ponzi. Okay, so I joined Longreach 3 years ago, and it's been an awesome journey. What do I mean by that? It's a business that, one, it has helped not to put stress on my salary. Okay, I don't look forward to 24th when Shell will be paying salary. I don't look forward to that. Okay, so I have this money, and I also mentioned that I have this business I do along the side. I sell clothes, I import clothes from Turkey. Okay, so, and shoes too. So it's a side business, but you know, most of those business, one, of course, there's going to be an overhead cost, you know, so I don't even think about all that. Okay, so doing Longreach business and building a network once more of their life, you know, has helped me to become financially free. Okay, it has been a very wonderful journey. Then coming down to the family, yeah, I mentioned that I have this respect for my family. But you know what? You know that kind of feeling when a young man, I don't know if I even mentioned that, when I told a lot of friends that I was getting married after my first marriage failed, a lot of my friends, just Port Harcourt babes now, a lot of them actually came to see who I was getting married to. They wanted to know if it's one Aristo. Do you understand? But so just imagine a young man, just imagine a young man calling you to say, babe, okay, I want to take this decision. What do you think? It's only a man that see you as a value-added wife. It's only a man that values you as a person that can do that. There's this word in Igbo, they say, if you are a slave, your husband will not reach out to you for anything. If you are the only woman that, yeah, if you only buy bone straight and everything with his money, or maybe anytime he gets you upset, you'll not tell him, or maybe anytime he catches him with one babe, you'll not charge him to buy you iPhone 12. He will not reach out to you. That's it. It's true. That's it. That's the typical life of most women that wish to be a boss mom, but they are not. Okay, so it has been a wonderful journey. It's just like you have a project we are doing, and my husband will always say, babe, what do you think? And of course, I also give my support, both financially, you know, so without looking back, I'm talking of support that runs in millions. Some of my friends will even tell me, oh my, what you are doing, I cannot do it. I was like, well, me, I love investing in my family, because that is who Oma is. Okay, so it has been a wonderful journey. My home is a happy home. I tell women, if you contribute financially to your family, if your husband loves you 10%, he will love you 100%. Sure. Your husband will pursue you like fly you. That is the truth. Do you understand? I know how many times, this is a business I started. I can remember 3 years when I started. Some of my sponsors, she can relate if she's on this call, that introduced me to this business. When I joined this business, my husband told me, I don't want to see my name anywhere. Hey. And of course, what would I do? I had to agree with that. Like, okay, of course, that's why when you go into my back office, you don't see my husband on my first generation, because he told me. And of course, for some of us that are married very tall men, you know, tall men, they are very, in opposite. So I have to respect that. So, so I have to respect that. And I did not register him, but today he's regretting it. In the midst of the COVID, 5-point-something million hit my account. What did my dear husband say? Business sooner they were serious. So because all of us were all working from home. We're all working from home. So that was what he said. And 7 million has not come. It's not asking me. These people is like they're delaying in paying this money. Don't get it. Of course, I've been working before I joined Longbridge. But salary, everybody's laughing on the call. Everybody, when is it coming? So just imagine that you're a value-added wife. Why are you laughing? So he's asking me this month because we were all together when I applied for the China trip double slots. It came. Why? Do you understand? The other one I applied for the 3.5 million naira car fund. It came. Why? So it was, how come this one is and it's still the same business that he never supported. So my word to that woman out there, even if you want to start this business or you are still pushing this auntie, why are you sweating now? Is the AC not on?
I put it on. I was cold before.
So what?
Now you're making me hot.
So what I'm trying to say that if you are that woman out there and you don't have your result yet, please keep pushing. I don't think your husband is more difficult than Udochukwu Nyananam. Please keep pushing because he will still come to you and ask you how far. So please, my word to you are that do not give up on your dream, because for me it has been a wonderful journey and I'm being loved by all. Everybody treats me like I have mates. My mate is as my owner has a younger brother that is married too. So my mother-in-law, we love all of us, but of course now maybe senior wife now. Do you understand? So my mother-in-law values me and she values everybody too. But what I'm trying to say, that feeling like this woman was, they don't make me feel jack. Everybody, they carry me for head like gala. And why do you think so? I'm not proud about it, but what I mean is something that I've molded myself to be. Okay, so it has been a wonderful journey for me. Thank you.
Honestly, you see, I just said it, you've been cracking me up here. I'm crying, like the tears are coming out and I'm laughing, But from the summary of what I got, when you talk about your in-laws, one thing I know about marriage is that when the in-laws feel your wealth comes from their husband, from their son, right? When they feel everything you have is from their son, that respect kind of diminishes because they feel what he's supposed to give them is going to only you. But the fact that they see you as a woman that has her own, with or without the man, that respect is there. So honestly,
my blouse is in the tailor. I need to go and pick it up. Please send me money. I will say to her, will you call Udochukwu Nyananam to tell him to tell Udochukwu to send her money? She will not do that. And I don't need to call my husband to send me money to send to the mom. Do you understand?
No. So that's very beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your story. So I have a question now, and it's just, where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself?
Okay, so by the grace of God, where do I see myself in the future? In the next couple of years, not so far, I see myself as that person that before you mention 10 people's name in the world, you talk about Omar. Yes. And I know I'm getting there. It's not a walk to the park. It's not something you just wish and fold your hands. Yes. And I see myself also as retiring young too. I'm still less than 40 and I hope to retire. I've been working for 11 years. I started working very early. So I've been working for 11 years. So I see myself retiring early so that I will have time for my kids. God has blessed me with 2 beautiful children. So I see myself making time for my kids and being that person, at the same time impacting lives and also balancing family issues. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Let me hand over to Dr. Heidi, and I know she has a lot to say, and we also have so many comments, but let me hand over to Dr. Heidi first. Thank you so much, Oma. Honestly, it was a hilarious session with you.
Thank you.
Oma just has a way of making you cry and then making you laugh so that the cry doesn't last for long, literally. So thank you so much, Oma, for that. That was fantastic. And in fact, if you can see the emojis, you can see the comments. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing. A lot of you see, Oma has inspired me tonight. A lot of people have been inspired by the different boss moms. Someone said if I missed this episode, I would have cried. Nobody should miss this episode. Nobody should miss the entire series, because every single episode we've had, this is the third one. Mrs. Murphy, right? We cry, we laugh,
Yeah.
you know, we get inspired, we get motivated. It's been a mix of all, right? And I'm so, so happy for all the boss moms. I thank you for sharing your stories, but please do not leave yet. You've all told us that you have lived a balanced life. You're living a balanced life and you're working towards living a more balanced life. We now want to ask you, because we have one platform connecting all of us. We are boss moms in the same business. That's why it's called Boss Moms in Business. We have one business connecting all of us. Some of us have more than one businesses, but we have just one connecting all 6 of us right now who are on the spotlight. And that business is the Longreach business. Now, I would like you, boss moms, I'll call you one after the other. We'll start from Adenike and come back to Oma. I would like you to tell us, Adenike, Amaka, Genia, you know, and Oma, how has the Longreach platform helped you become a boss mom, or contributed towards you being a boss mom? How has this Longreach platform helped you? And do you think it can help another woman out there? If yes, how as well, please? Okay. How has it helped you, and how can it help some other person out there? Adenike, we'll start with you.
Okay, thank you, SD. And it was such a beautiful story from Oma and everybody this evening. So Longreach business, I was introduced to the business a few years back, and I never thought it could actually change my life. It changed my life, my family life, my business life. It has a great impact on my other businesses. It made me rediscover myself. Like I said earlier, I was this shy person. I was an introvert. I can't even do this when I was me. I couldn't come out here and do this. But this platform has transformed my life. The personal development I've gotten on the Longreach platform cannot be traded with for anything. And I'm so grateful for this platform. And also it has made me a woman of value in my home. You know, you might feel, oh, are you telling me that it's Longreach that could actually change you to be this way? Yes, I can confidently hit my chest and say that Longreach this platform has really had a positive impact in my life, in my home, even upon my children, my husband. There are some days my husband would tell me that, oh, I've not earned this week. I'll be like, what did you do that you want to earn? And he knows that even in his own place of work, he can't get paid weekly. He has to wait till the end of the month for him to get paid. But this platform is a platform where you come on board. If you can walk through the process and do what you're supposed to do, it would actually have a positive impact in your life. Apart from the incentives on this platform, the personal development, the change in you will be seen by everybody. A friend of mine was talking to me last week and she said, Nika, you have really changed though. Most of my secondary school friends now call me and tell me, the businesswoman, Longreach mama, your life has really changed with Longreach. We know you when you were there, just at the back there. You couldn't even talk. You can't mingle. I don't mingle with people. I see you, I just walk past. I will not even say hello to you. But now I can confidently walk up to you and, you know, talk to you, greet you, mingle with you, make friends with you, pitch my business and move on. And also come back to you and still start, you know, relating with you even apart from the Longreach business. So the business has really transformed my life. Apart from the incentive, the weekly income, I'm so grateful I'm part of the business. And let me tell you something, if I'm not on the Longreach business, I don't think my other business would have really had an impact from what Longreach business has done to my business. I was talking with Mrs. Murphy 2 days ago. I said, Mrs. Murphy, I've really rediscovered myself on this platform. And she was like, oh, really? I said, yes, that the business has had an impact in my life. I couldn't come out in public. I was shy. I was always feeling inferior, you know. I was always having this inferior complex of, if I don't want to say the wrong thing in public, like Yoruba would say, me and all. But I was like, Ms. Murphy would tell me, who is looking at you? When money is coming, you will not even stammer or be thinking about all those things, because you have a platform that can actually help you reshape your life. So if you're a woman on this platform, all we do here is just to switch our brand, share our testimony, and earn from what we use, and earn by introducing other people to the platform. It's as simple as that. There is no other platform that could get you this. If you're working 9 to 5, I'm not saying you're not doing well, but you actually need a plan B. You need a business opportunity that you don't need to stress over. It's not easy, but it's something that everyone can do. It is a platform that will not only transform your life, but transform your work life, your all-rounder. It will transform every part of your life. Thank you so much, SD. Like,
wow, thank you so much, Adenike. 2 things I picked. Number 1 is that you actually got personal development. You got to break out of your shell by the Longreach business experience. You learned a lot of business skills that you use to grow your other business that you even started before you joined Longreach. And all you had to do differently, it was to start using the Longreach product, switch to your brand, you shared your experience with a few people on your products, and then you invited them to shop Longreach products. They shopped Longreach products together, you earned, you grew together, and your home is transformed. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Amaka, you're here. Can you please share with us as well? Let's hear you. So the same question applies to you. How has Longreach transformed your life? How has Longreach contributed to your boss mom level, your value-added wife status, you know, and what advice do you have for the women out there regarding the same thing? Yes.
Honestly, the life transforming stages that comes with this platform. I read something today that says there are so many challenges out there, but things get easier when you start to develop a perspective on who you really are and what really matters in your life.
Yeah.
Honestly, this platform is gradually bringing out my real me. Before now, I don't think what I am doing now that I can do them before. No, I just like being myself. Go to that hustling thing and come back and sleep. But now, last month, my husband has a priest, a cousin. So when I called him, when I heard that he had an operation, I called him to check on him. He now said, my wife, I never knew we have such a person like you. When I watch your live videos on Facebook, I never knew you used to follow me. Say you do live video every Monday on Facebook, and I follow it up. That I have to call one of your sister-in-law and say, come and watch your wife. I just laughed. But I was like, wow. Because in fact, I am the last wife of the house. Say, wow. I never knew. When I got married, knew it was like, this girl, she's just there. Just there. But the transformation on daily basis, the personal development that comes with this platform. A new downline of mine told me yesterday that she told her sister, do you see this Amaka that you're seeing now? I have known her in the past. The Amaka you're seeing now is not actually the Amaka I used to know. I was like, she would say, I mean it. You, I never knew you can do. She now said, if Amaka can do this kind of thing, Omo, I can do anything. So that is one thing I am personally happy and grateful about this platform. It has actually transformed me. It's gradually bringing out the best in me on daily basis. I have team members, people come to me to seek for advice, I'll just look at myself, this little me. Even some of my colleagues will still call, how did you take this bold step? Tell me. I will not be like, even me, I'm still young in marriage, but people still say, tell me, okay, in fact, advise me. But I got all these things, all just from this platform. And what I can tell anyone out there, if I can do what I'm doing now, that I know that I'm just beginning, you can do everything. Just believe in yourself. For you to be a boss mom, you must believe in yourself. You must know your self-worth. You don't need anybody to dictate for you or to tell you who you are. Know who you are. Believe in yourself, and you are up there. So that is it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Amaka. That's amazing. Okay, it's you so much believe in using the word believe. Believe. And I agree with you. It all starts from the belief, to be honest, you know. And I love the love from the in-laws. There is nothing as beautiful as that. You know, the fact that it's in your own case as well, you were broken out of the shell. You were just released out of your shell. You're able to do things you knew was inside of you. But interacting with people who are already in Longreach, seeing them do this inspired you to do it. And now you're inspiring more people because you bought a product, you got to join a group of boss moms, and you just tell yourself, you know what, I am going to be a boss mom. I am going to leverage on this platform to be a boss mom. So thank you so much, Amaka. That's fantastic. Ginia, are you with us? Hello, Ginia. Okay, you're there. Okay. So the same question comes to you now, Ginia. Please share with us, right? How did Longreach in particular, I know you've tried other businesses and things, how did Longreach in particular contribute to your boss mom status, contribute to you being a value-adding wife? And what advice do you have for other women out there who also wish to be boss moms?
Okay, before I proceed, let me just tell us how I joined the Longreach platform. You know, maybe many people on this call may not know this, but Oma is my direct upline in the Longreach business. And Oma did not prospect me to join Longreach. It was me that carried my phone by myself and called her. Now, what prompted me to call her to say I wanted to join Longreach? I have 3 kids. My 3 kids are girls. So, you know, we need to buy sanitary napkin by the cartons. So it was, okay, I got to know that, okay, Longreach sanitary napkins are good, though I did not know much about them. But I got to know that, okay, this company, if you buy the products, you can start a business. I didn't know Jack, but that was what prompted me. Let me give my girls something good to use. So I reached out to Oma and I told her, I want to join this business. Then, you know, she put me through the process and all of that. One thing that Longreach as a platform has done for me as a person is the fact that Longreach has taught me better people management skills. Before I joined Longreach, I was a very, I don't know what word to use now, but if you give it to me, I give it to you like times 10, instantly, sharp. No, Oma will tell you. That was genius. So, but after I joined Longreach, and you know, in fact, the personal development in Longreach is out of this world. After I joined Longreach, as I began to, you know, learn the business, grow in the business, sometimes I even begin to wonder, Genia, what has happened? Because people will do things that in the past will get me upset and I react immediately. But now, sometimes I just look at you and I smile, and in my mind, I say, it's not even worth the stress. It's not even worth my energy. It's not even worth, I beg, how many PVs? You know? that's who I have become since I joined Longbridge. It has taught me better people management skills. And I believe that's a very important skill, not only in business, but in life generally. Because as you go along, in life, you get to meet the good, the bad, the ugly. And when you begin to expend your energy, reacting to everything, responding to everything, you just end up wearing yourself out. And at the end of the day, you don't even have the energy to invest into things that are important. So that's one thing that, the Longbridge platform has done for me. Plus the fact that I now have access to amazing, amazing products. In fact, if I don't know whether Mrs. Murphy will help me with another word, better than amazing. The products that we have access to on the Longbridge platform are just too much. Like, I can't even begin to, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. For example, my last daughter, she started getting her monthly periods even before she was 10. And even before then, I made sure she was already using the panty liners. They go to school, they share toilets and all of that. And when her periods came, there was nothing like menstrual cramp. It just came. And that for me, is something, for some other people, it may not be something big, but for me, because I know the kind of discomfort that usually comes with that stage of life, but the products gave her, seamless flow and all of that. And even got to a point, there was a day she was talking to her elder sister and said, me at Longbridge pad, you have used other pads before mommy joined Longbridge, but me, Longbridge all the way. I was like, look at this one. So, it's a really amazing feeling. It's an awesome feeling. And all of this just because I said yes to an amazing platform offering health and wealth. Wonderful combination, because there are people who have good health, but the wealth or the money is not even there to live the kind of life they want to live. Then there are people who have money, but their health is in shambles. But this platform is giving us access to have these two very important things in life: good health and an opportunity to create wealth. And for me, it's a complete package. It's a complete package that everybody needs to key into. Everybody needs to key into. If you're not on the platform yet, you're on this call, you're not on the platform yet, you are sleeping on a moving bicycle, and I don't know how it's going to end up. You just need to take action, take action. Apart from the money, apart from the whatever, the people, who would have told me that I would have been able to meet this, my fellow Ebony member of Dada Gang? How? Where? But, the platform has given me access. I can actually pick up my phone, call Dr. ID, and she will see his junior and she will take the call. That is another thing that the platform is doing for us. You now have access to a whole lot of awesome, amazing people that even outside the business itself, they can add value to your life. That's another wonderful thing that the platform is doing for us. And everyone needs to key in, actually. Everyone needs to key in.
Okay, I think the network has cut her off.
Oh, okay. She's actually muted again. Okay, she's back.
Oh, yes, I'm back. Sorry, my network is wonderful this evening. Yes, so that's it. The Longbridge platform is really doing a lot for me, and I encourage everyone, but ladies and guys alike, give it a shot. And don't just get connected and sit down doing nothing. No, like I said, when I talked earlier, to be a boss mom, you need to do. And do what? Do the right activities. You need to do the right activities. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Someone just said what I was going to say. Shulamai says, brilliant analysis of the benefits, Genia. The benefits are all encompassing. Mary Rose says, this is a good one, Genia. Yes, total package of health and wealth, Longreach or nothing, fantastic platform. And I totally agree. Honestly, we have an amazing system. You know, you brought the health aspect. I love the fact that your daughters are starting off with healthy sanitary napkins. You know, a lot of things they're not going to experience. That's one beauty of being a mom. Not just that you're able to provide financially or physically or emotionally for your children, but the fact that you're able to give them quality products that sustain their health is also very important. So you're buying these quality products anyway, and you're getting paid for them, and your children are getting paid for them. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Genia. Omar, the network had knocked you up, but I see you're back now. Can you also take this question? We really want to know, because for you, you've literally been a boss mom for a long time. You've been working, you have all that. Now, at what point, because you talked about having the balance and not letting anything suffer, how did Longreach ensure that that happened? How did Longreach come into the picture to ensure that that balance was created? And then what advice do you have for other people who are wishing to be boss moms? Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Heidi. Okay, honestly, I mentioned that I've been working for 11 years now, but unfortunately, Shell work did not teach me my presentation skills. That's the truth. Yeah, as Dinifon can relate. Yeah, so I've done other network markets. I've done other businesses. Like I said, they are glorified Ponzi, they are Jibor, whatever things you guys would call it. But the truth is, Longreach business has actually helped, you know, improve presentation skills. That's the truth. I don't need to go into details of how how that happened, but it's time, you know, because I know a lot of moms and, you know, people that are wishing to be boss mom. You know, you call them off for presentation, they'll start shining away. For me, it actually relates, because the truth is that stage fright is there. Oma is this kind of person that manager will ask me to do something. Is the system work? Oma will finish it. I will get someone to go and do the presentation for me, because I've always had the stage fright. But immediately I him, I'm sure as Dinifon, she picked that. She called me one Saturday morning and said, Oma, please, I won't be able to. And it was later that she told me that I knew why I did that. She called me, yes, she set me up and asked me to go and do a presentation. Then I was still a D4 to go and help her with a presentation at somewhere in Port Harcourt. I messed up. Yes. Because I was almost shaking. But I came back, she said, well done, girl, you'll do it again. But see me today, I'm talking to more than 150% on this call. But remember, I've been working in a corporate environment, I've been talking to people. Somebody said, this is me. So I've been talking to a lot of people, you know, I have people under me, I can send mail, but coming out on that stage to talk to people, oh man, I won't be able to do that. So that's one thing Longreach has taught me. Okay, then how to relate with people better. One of our leaders, I can't remember who, network market, you go to heaven. It's just like every day you come out and tell your husband, I love you, even when you don't love him, before you know it, you start loving him. So that can also happen in your team. That's the truth. It will just happen. So when you pretend that you love this, your particular downline or that particular success line, before you know it, you start loving the person. That is it. So it has actually taught me how to relate, because the truth is that adults are the most difficult people to manage. But of course, are you going to throw the person away? No, you're not going to do that. So you have to balance it up. So we're not even talking about the earning part, but you need to manage them, because everybody wants attention. Everybody wants Oma to treat the person. And, you know, so it's something it has actually taught me how to manage people right. Okay. Then about this business has also taught me how to, it started me. In fact, when I joined Longreach, I didn't realize that I was just feeling, it's just one of those business out there, but over time, Longreach started making me to feel like a celebrity. Like remember last February, when I celebrated my birthday, even people that are not in my team, I started receiving gifts from, like, what's this? This is something I've never, yes, in Shell, when we celebrate our birthday, the team, you may get a cake from the team, but it ends there. See people calling you, people, reaching out to you, bring even to the extent some of the priests, they don't have money, bringing some food tray, team members calling you from everywhere, telling you this, thank you for this. If without you, I wouldn't have done this. That's also about impacting life. I've never experienced this. As I'm talking to you, I'm not even in my house yet. I went from somewhere to one of my team members. She's doing her birthday today. She had to like lease out this place for me to use for the meeting. Don't worry, very soon I'll share the picture. She's so passionate about the business. Of course, that's what it takes to be a boss mom, because I have to also balance this with my. So she also brought some ladies for me to talk to. So I'm still in her house talking to those people. They are waiting for me downstairs. So what I'm trying to say is that you see that you are impacting lives. People are happy, people are calling you, but apart from Longreach business, I've known how to use Canva. I can do things with my phone, things that normally they wouldn't have done. Do you understand? Then I have become financially free. I'm not there yet. Don't get it twisted. I'm not there yet, but it's something that, I don't know how to explain it. That feeling, it's so good. It's so good that even most times when family members reach out to you, say, don't worry, I will do it. Unless it's network, at least I try as much as possible to meet up to all my bills for the month. Unless it's network problem. So it has made me to be financially free. Then finally, this business had, I remember that as uniform. The day my immediate boss sent me was, oh my, wow, your presentation has really improved. Meaning I've been effing up, like I've not been doing it well. I had to do a screen dump of my, my chat with my boss in the office and send to as uniform. So like, yeah, thank God. So, this business is just so wonderful because you be impacting people's lives, personal skills, financially free. And the truth is that there are things you don't even need to get your, of course, talking about being financially free, you don't need to get your spouse involved to do a lot of things because he knows that somebody's somewhere. And the truth is that when your spouse knows that you are busy, yes, I'm somewhere, not in my house yet. His mind will never go to, which man is Oma with? You know what I mean? That is the truth. Because even when he's in the house, Oma is either I'm in one Zoom meeting or I'm doing one presentation. I have guys in my team, but my husband is so comfortable. Yes, he loves me so much, but it's when you don't add value, that's when your husband will start trying to, my husband don't touch my phone. Because I tell people, see, I don't know how to do it. We are all adults here. The truth is that even when you talk about, even him, he knows how I manage it with him. So it's not something that his mind can never go there because he knows who his wife is. So when you are a boss mom and you are independent, you are adding value to your home. So that person that is out there, mom that is out there listening to me, your husband will not chase you around. Your husband will not monitor you. Your husband will not police you. Your husband will not see you like a property he bought in the house. If you are a value-added wife, if you are a boss mom, yeah, that boss there is like as if we are bossing. No, that's a wrong impression. That is not who we are. That boss is value-added mom. Okay, so please let us not get it twisted. That boss is not like you are bossing. We are not bossing anybody. But we are adding value both to our children, I sent some things to Murphy, I don't know whether I sent it to Dr. Heidi. I'm this kind of person. I don't know for others. I'm sorry, Dr. Heidi, but I need to share this. I don't like, because of the nature of because most times, even in my daughter's school, they don't even know that I'm Zina's mom. Okay, because I was staying with my sister-in-law before she relocated to Abuja. So they don't even know Zina's mom. I was so surprised the day, that's like some weeks ago. Murphy, if you're on the call, you can share it. They called me to come and talk to the year 6 girls. My daughter is still in year 1, though. To come and talk to the children on entrepreneurship. I carried my heart like, how did they know? Oma is not that woman that if she's going for school run, she will paint, she will do. I don't have that time. I once called the school manager and said, you people, my daughter's school fees is almost 500,000. And you people will be putting meeting by 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Is this the kind of school fees that somebody that stays in the house by 9 a.m. on Monday morning can pay? Come on. And because they know who I am, they moved that meeting. Unless you guys don't want me to be part of it. I told them they were still monitoring me. Only for them to call me, that was sometime last month. I should come and talk to the kids on entrepreneurship. I say, hey, what would I tell these children? Like, what am I going to tell them? But I have to rack through my brain. I have to go to, I have to get something to talk to. And they were so happy. See, the head of school, she called, because she has a school in Lagos too. She had to call me, Mrs. A. She sent me an email. Thank you, Mrs. Sonia Nanam. It was such a wonderful session. Wow. So what I'm trying to say is that this business is a business that will mold you into who you want to be and a better person. You may think that nobody is, doesn't mean that they don't have all those flashy moms out there that when they are coming for school run, they will wear everything and paint everywhere. Mama will be going for school run. I don't even care. I will wear anything to go and just get the children back from school and get back into my system. But today, they contacted me. Of course, I need to wreck my business. So after talking, I had to, my call card, I put it inside the nylon that I used to share toothpaste to the H6 children. And of course, when they use it, they will still get back to me that they want. Do you understand? So this is what we do. This is what this business can turn you into a celebrity overnight.
Yes.
It can turn you, it can mold you into a better person. So please let us stop shying away from responsibilities. Let us come out and become a better version. This is a profession. Network marketing is a profession that you don't even need to pay. The learning is in the course of it. You see your upline teaching you things that you would have paid for free. And nobody is going to, you're not paying for it and you're getting it free of charge. So why shying away from it? Right. Thank you, Dr. Heidi. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, celebrity overnight, presentation skills. I love how, these ladies tonight have shared. I mean, I didn't hear a lot about the money this evening. It was not even about the money. Mrs. Murphy, did you hear money?
Honestly, money. I was going to say something.
All I heard was personal development, celebrity, health.
In fact, I wrote it down here.
This. Say honestly, because I'm shocked.
You know what? This morning I asked you a question and I asked you if I was normal because I wasn't excited when I received my car fund. And I was asking you, I said, Doc, am I normal? Is it pride? What is it about the money that doesn't excite me anymore? And to be honest, these ladies just confirmed it because I was waiting to hear someone say, the money, I just kept on hearing self-development, value, people's skills, relationships. That is the goal about the business. And to be honest, when you have all that, the money will naturally come. And you just find yourself no longer being enticed by money. That's just it. But the money will be coming. It's there. It's even more. But
honestly, because I'm shocked. I even saw Mira said something. Wow, this is very true. Doing Longreach online presentations helped fine-tune my presentation skills. My present 9-to-5 job was recommended through someone who saw an online training I was a part of. The personal development on this platform is fire. Honestly, so you can tell that this platform doesn't just make you a boss mom, but it opens up doors. A lot of doors. We're just using products. We're making money, yeah, but the doors that are being opened, the relationships, the value, the impact. Imagine going from just being a very quiet, shy, reserved person to being a celebrity who people pray for every single day.
Honestly.
You're not just being a mom to your children that you gave birth to biologically. You are a mom to thousands of people in your team because you're leading them to financial independence. You're leading them to personal development. You're leading them to their dreams on a platform as ours. Mrs. Murphy, I don't want to say anything else again, I beg. Over to you. You can help us take questions and wrap up. But I am fulfilled.
Okay, so
I am fulfilled tonight, honestly.
For me, it was a mix of emotions, the tears, the laughter, the aha moments, the wow moments, and different temperatures from cold to heat. Like I've been turning on and off my my AC here, So thank you, our speakers. You're all wonderful, and I'm very sure your story has touched someone. If you were touched by the speakers, can I see you type 111? If you were touched by the speakers, let me see you. Let me see you type 111. And then if you're excited to become a boss mom, for those of you that are not yet boss moms, if you are excited, type 555. Let's see your comments. Yes, awesome. Yes, everyone can actually be a boss mom, like our speakers have said. Anyone can be, but you have to decide. It's all up to you, So I don't know, do we have questions? Can we check Facebook? Doc?
Nothing on Facebook.
Okay.
Just the 111s, the 555s, that's what we're seeing, but no question on Facebook, none.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Esdizina. We see you. We hail, we greet you. Okay, Doc, over to you. I guess we can wrap up.
Yes, we can. Thank you once again, our boss moms. We really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who has stayed. Someone put something in the comments and said, wow, look at the number of boss moms a number of people still on this call. That's going to show you that there was value. At a point we were on 150 something, but now we're still on over 100. People are still paying attention, right? So Motimayo says, I remember a church invited by my husband to talk to the women about their health. Then husband told them I would present him, which I would have never done if not for Longreach. So I went, I summoned courage and told about my menstrual hygiene. I went home with 10,000 naira that day. I was excited. Nice. So you made a sale, you did a business. Congratulations. So thank you so much for everyone who stayed on. I believe you have picked something. This video is available for replay already on Facebook. So you can just tag somebody and share for people to watch. We will also be uploading it to the YouTube page, the Dynasty Group. And so you can share the link with people to watch. We want to have more boss moms in the world. This is beyond Longreach. I want to believe that if you're a man listening to these women, you want the women in your life to share similar stories. I want to believe that if you are a father, you want your daughters to be able to share the story. If you are a mother, you want your daughters to share the story. You want the women around you to share these stories. The Longreach business is beyond just coming to buy products to make money. The Longreach business is the total package, like Genia said. A total package: health, wealth, development, and so much more, emotional maturity, financial independence, so much. And then the network. We can talk about it all day. The network you build here is amazing. So I strongly recommend everyone listening to me right now, if you are not yet in the business, please get on board. And for those who are already in the business, please do. Just keep working, keep being a part, play the part. You will get this balance. We also want to let you know that by this time next week, 7 p.m. next week, we'll be having the 4th episode. Totally new boss moms sharing a different angle. And I know you don't want to miss it. We have plans for 10 episodes. We've only had 3. Today is the 3rd. So we're going to be sharing. You may not have connected with anyone yet, but watch with us, stay with us. Next week, we want more people. Don't come listening alone. Invite somebody, because honestly, we want to help the world. And we have it in us women to do that, to support our men, to support the country, to support the world globally. So thank you, everybody. And thank you once again. Thank you once again to my boss moms. If you have any other thing to say, please just quickly say one last thing to say, and then we can just unmute everybody and say good night. Does any boss mom have anything to say in addition to what you've said already? If you do, if you just remembered something, you have one more chance, and then we can call it a night. Someone says you can't even ask questions with these top-notch stories. Very true. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's all thank you. Thank you. All right. There's no comments. There's no questions. There's nothing from me. All right. So we've said a lot, actually. So good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.